Hello, my name is Katie Morse, and this is the 2D platformer I was able to develop in Unity. It is called UAT Brothers, and this is the game. So, when you start out, if you hit the escape button, you can resume the game, you can restart the game, and then menu causes restart as well. And this is the rest of the platformer. As you can see, the game constantly loops with all three scenes. So with that being shown, I will explain this game. So, when you start the game, it will detect that he is grounded. He can move left and right, and also when you jump, or at least when you double jump, it will sense it. Also with this game, you are able to control your jump power, so it's at 200. If I want to boost it up more, I can jump higher and longer distance. As you can see, the player is currently in idle, and there's transitions between each one. There's player run animation, which is, let's show you, is this one. Then you have player jump. Also, I thought I would include a knockback to my programming. So every time the player hits a spike, the player will flash red. Let's see if I can show you real quick. Let me try. Like that. He also emits a noise whenever he is hit. Let's see. Also, I thought I would build a audio manager to keep track of all my sounds. So when the game starts, you hear the theme song, which is right here. When you collect a gem, it makes a noise. When you get hit by a spike, you get a knockback, which causes a red flash, and you get a player hit noise. And also when you die, it'll also play a noise to restart the level. There is multiple scenes in this project. There's a main scene, and then there's a second scene, and a third scene, or a final scene, and it'll constantly loop. With the player, also, you do have a gravity, and this currently I have the gravity scale to 1. I found that it was a lot more easier to move around and maneuver when it was set on 1. So this is the code I have for the program. So this is the variables. So you have your floats, which is the max speed, how fast the character can go, the jump power it has currently when you do your first jump. I have 2 bools that are for grounded and double jump. I have stats that are displayed, which is current health and max health. I have rigid bodies. I have an animator on it that's mainly for the walk, idle, jump, and the red flash. And then I have a game master to manage some things. So this is the animated rigid body. This is the current health equals max health in our case of our game. This finds the components of Game Master that are needed in the script. This is the boolean that is set for speed. So rigid body and then X is the position. You have your regular jump, which is times the jump power, which is the regular one. Then you have a double jump, which is increased. You have your current health, and if the current health is less than the max health, it will kill the player, and you will get a die. This moves the player, and this limits the speed of the player, so it's not going too fast or blitzing off the map. This restarts the level when the player dies. Damage is done by the spikes in this, which also is in our game master. This is for our gems. So when you collide with the gem, it will destroy the gem, but you will be able to collect it, and that will be seen in our game master as well. Knockback, so I thought it was a cool idea to make the spikes, so every time you jump on it, it causes a red flash, so it'll shoot you back. This is the duration, the power, and the position of where you should be, and this returns it. This is my ground check. This is when the player hits the ground. Like if he's jumping in there and hits it, then it will check as true when he hits the ground. If the ground check is in the trigger, so if the player is still on the ground, it should check as true. But if the player is in the air, the ground, it will be marked as false. This is the pause menu. So this is my pause UI. I have, so if you press down the escape button, it'll pull up the pause menu. Let's see. If it's not pause, then it will exit. Or if it's not press escape, it will not pull up the pause menu because they do not want to play the pause menu while you're playing the game unless you need to. So this, if the it is not, so if you resume the game, then you're not paused, so pause equals false. When you restart, you reload the beginning of the game. I don't currently have a main menu yet, so the scene manager is the same as restart, and it'll reload, and then of course you have your quit when you want to quit the game. This is our heart sprites. So I have the hearts. You'll see in the upper left corner. You have the player. It finds the tag, and then each heart represents a health. So when you hit the spike, the health goes down. So does the hearts. So you lose more hearts. This is my game master. These are my gems. I have my text, which is my input text, my gems text, and then you have, of course, the gem UI, which is in the upper right corner. And every time you collide with a gem, it'll say +1 gem that you collected. So if you collected 2 gems, it'll say gems 2. Here are my spikes. So this finds the player, and then when the player hits the spike, it will do damage, and it will cause this knockback and in the direction, power, and position of it. This is our audio manager, which shows all our music. This also gives the player the ability to control it. This plays the theme constantly, so you don't have to worry about it. I do have a loop in here, so also I put a loop on my theme song. So I thought this was a cool idea, since I, as you can see, commonly misspell things. I put this this program in, so every time I misspelled it, if I lower capitalization letter, if I had a lowercase letter instead of a capital, it will warn me and tell me that it's not right, and I need to double check it. These are my sounds. So this is the range of how far the volume can go up. This is my pitch. This creates a bool for a loop, and this hides the audio source during this vector. And then I have my doors, which is the huge tree. So it finds the gamer tag, and when the player enters it, it displays a text, which is it says C and then adventure. So if you press the C key, it will continue on to the next scene. When When you're staying in the trigger box, it'll just show um, the the text until you hit the button, and then it'll load the next level. And then if you're out of it, then it obviously will not show it. And that is it of my programming. Hope you enjoy.